Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'll tell you, preparing for death may be a little kind of challenging and everything, but what's really great is Mountain View Funeral Home has a how can I say this, ELISA, a sensitive workshop is what you guys call it, but I call it actually a great way for the family to have the needs met of those who are passing, which you run into a little bit, and that's why this workshop is so important for people to prepare, because, you know, how can I say, I'll use an example. My aunt just passed away. They didn't know what her wishes were, you know, and so everyone's sitting there and talking about it, and now you're saying, no, come sit down with us. It's okay, we're gonna walk you through this so you're not at that burden. You know, my cousins are right now trying to figure out what their mother wanted, and that's why these workshops are very important.
Yeah, it is, Brad. Thank you. The Sensitive Side of Life is a program that we started a little while back for exactly that reason, to give people a time to come and ask questions, to not feel like they're in a sales pitch, to not feel like if I don't buy, they're never gonna let me out of the door. So we don't even host these in our funeral home. We have one coming up. It's July 8th, 11:30. People can reach out to Mountain View's website or call us at the funeral home and come in and just learn what's going on. We're holding it at IHOP. We provide a free meal, but it gives people the understanding when that time comes, when they're not prepared, when they haven't taken the time to explain to their family, friends, and relatives what's important to them, that people have to make tough decisions, and sometimes it may not be your wishes. So the Sensitive Side of Life program walks them through all the steps that need to be completed in order to prepare your family and friends and relieve them of some of that stress and pain, both financially and emotionally.
Yeah, and to talk about things, because you know, some people might not realize, you know, what Dad had planned for his funeral, and he had it written up in a will, or he had it written up and everything, and it's been notarized and stuff, and then they get to the funeral home and it's not what it's supposed to be, and it starts a big fight and everything.
Right.
And
and that happens.
And it's, so that's why it's good to sit down and talk about things. And you walk people through this. I think that's the big part, that it's not just you just go, okay, here you go, sign things up. You take them through all the different things.
Right, it's a workbook. It actually gives people the opportunity to understand page by page what will happen when something happens to somebody. But more importantly, they take this book home with them and they have homework. So they have to go back through, because it's their story, Brad. It's not my story, it's theirs. So they're gonna put all the information about themselves that they feel is relevant for their relatives to have, all the way from statistical information, their parents' name, social security number, to things as specific as stories they want shared at their eulogy, or information on where they have some of their financial investments and how to get to those, as well as I want to wear my pink dress, not the blue dress. Things like that can all be documented.
Yeah, and it's kind of neat. And once they start doing this, they start to see how the death is a celebration actually of life more than anything. When they walk through and they say, oh, you know what, I think I want an open bar, or you know what, I want to be wearing this outfit, or I want this and this and this. And it's amazing how the person who's putting this together is kind of like going, wow, I get to show what I've done in life to my family, and the family gets to see it. Because I mean, when my father passed, I didn't know, like, he knew ambassadors, he knew people coming from all over the place, because he actually planned it out. We didn't know that he planned it, that way, but he had, had all these people come, and that's one thing that was really great about it.
So Brad, imagine this. How would you like to be the event planner of your own funeral?
Yes.
People are doing this. They're actually recording their own eulogy to their family and friends to tell that story, making it light, making it humorous, sharing that loving message firsthand, and that is actually being shown or played on video at their own funeral. And you nailed it. It's a celebration of life. It's not as morbid and depressing and sad as once was thought, that death is not something we talk about. Now it's something we celebrate, the life. Not the death, but the life. It's all about the dash.
Yeah, it is. And it's so great what you do in your organization, because it's not just about planning funerals. You guys also pretty much bring things to the community, like a Shread-A-Thon that you guys are doing.
Yes, and thank you for bringing that up. So we are always looking for ways to give back to the community. You had me on the show and we talked about our Memorial Day service, which was awesome. We had a great turnout. And our next event is a Shread-A-Thon, and that's going to be on June 30th, right at the funeral home, 1 to 3 o'clock. We're actually having a professional company come out so people can drop off any kind of old legal documents, tax forms, payroll information, anything that you do not want showing up in circulation in the wrong hands, particularly things with birth dates, social security numbers. You know, identity theft has become horribly a big problem. So the Shread-A-Thon is giving people time to come over and drop things off that they want to have properly destroyed.
Yeah, and you'll be amazed how many people are sitting on, you know, a loved one who's passed, all this paperwork, not knowing what to do with it.
That's
and
right.
It's all been taken care of, the person's passed. So bring it over and let you guys take care of it.
That's right, exactly. That's a really good point. People don't know what to do with this stuff. Yeah. You look at it and you feel awkward throwing it away. Do we burn it in the backyard in a bonfire? That doesn't seem right. So dispose of it properly and bring it out on June 30th from 1 to 3 at Mountain View Funeral Home.
There you go. Tell them the location and the website.
Yeah, so we are located in Mesa, East Side, 7900 East Main Street in, again, Mesa. Our website is www, obviously, mountainviewfuneralhomeandcemetery.com, or they can call us at 480-832-2850.
Perfect. Thanks for coming in.
Great. It's always my pleasure. Thank you.